and welcome to Catherine's Garden and Home, where we grow, 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 grow together. And I see that some of you have been waiting for me. I see that I see that there are two people there, um, and there's some other people there. Monica. Hi, Monica. How are you? Hi, Catherine. I'm out in these streets. Won't be staying. Just drop by to say hi to you and garden friends. Give a thumbs up. Have a wonderful life. Okay, a wonderful life. Thank you, Monica. Thank you so much. Hey, Yami. How are you? Thank you for coming by. I was just trying to get things together. I don't know. The thumbnail doesn't seem to want to come on, even though I've taken and put on a different thumbnail. But that doesn't mean that we're not going to continue to move forward. So good to have you all come and join me. I have my water here and a lot of other different things. Hi, Chloe. Hi, Catherine, and all gardening pals. I will listen while cleaning. Okay, no problem. Hello, Catherine, Monica, and Yemi. Hey, Sonia. Woo! You all are coming on. That's good. It is a warm, beautiful day here in the New England area. I am in the New England area, and my garden is in zone 6 in the northeast. And it is just a beautiful time today compared to last week when it was so cold and chilly. Today, our temperatures were in the 80s, and it is so pleasant here on the deck. As you can see, I'm able to dress like if it is summer. Isn't that wonderful? So things are transitioning, things are changing here, and our gardens are changing as well. And that is what we want to talk about today. Goodbye to May, and hello to June, or hello to summer, from spring to summer. Ooh, fly. As you can tell, the flies are out too. So we have to deal with all of that, insects and bugs and all that stuff, but it's still so beautiful. One thing about the cold weather, it did keep away a lot of that. And, but on a very positive and happy note, look at this. Do you see my wonderful, wonderful peonies? Yeah, those are the peonies in my garden. Yep. They bloomed. This is my first floral arrangement for the year. I said, let me go ahead and cut those peonies just for you all today, because only a few of them actually bloomed. This one, and they're so small. Usually they're much more bigger and thicker, and I think it's because of the lack of rain. We didn't get a lot of rain this year, this spring, as we usually do, so that the peonies are much smaller, much more petite, but beautiful. I also think that I'm going to need to change their location, lift them and put them in a different area, because right now they're being shrouded by other shrubs. There is the this plant, the variegated euonymus is shrouding it and covering it, and there are other things growing up in that area that's actually um, covering over the peonies. And so I'm going to need to dig them up and move them forward, put them in a different location, because everything is just getting bigger and growing. And, that's what happens in a garden. That's why we get to change things around and observe things. Now, I think I saw Gardens Are Me. Bev, you're in the house. How are you? Yes, I think I said, yeah, good evening, Miss Catherine and gardening friends. Hi, how are you? How are you doing? Thank you so much, Sonia. You like the arrangement, huh? Yes. It's the other plant that you see here. These my purple sensation alliums. They are now going to seed. So I'm going to need to cut back that front border, that same area where the peonies and all of these other plants are, and I'm going to rearrange it. That's one of the tasks that I'm going to do for summer. I'm going to change that garden. I usually call it my urban cottage, English cottage style garden, or my naturalistic area in the front side garden there, where there's a lot of sun, but it's been very dry. And so what I'm going to try though is to plant. I'm going to cut back the purple sensation alliums because now they're going to seeds, and I have some other alliums there too. I think they're ambassador alliums that I'm going to cut back as well, and just clean out that whole bed. Put some fresh topsoil or a compost on it, and I'm going to plant some vegetables. I think I want to put the okra up front there, and some of my other plants. Put them in the front there. And I don't know if Brooke is coming on, Vintage Gardener, but she had 4 o'clocks in her garden last year that came back, and they were such a beautiful bloom. It was in the evenings that it would flower, and I was so inspired to actually seed some 4 o'clocks. So I'm going to put some of these in up front there as well. But yeah, okra and some of those plants that need a lot of sun, I'm going to put them over there. And I'm going to also plant out some of my squash too and let that trail and fill up the space. Plus, I also have purple perilla and some other of those herbs that I had planted or bottle seeded, the winter bottle sowing. I'm going to also plant some of those herbs in that bed as well because it's dry, and they don't require as much. They need a lot of sun, and so I don't know. I'm going to just try something different up front there. So in the meantime, I decided let me start to salvage what I can of the plantings and start my floral arrangements. Yeah, so that's why you are benefiting from it. Yeah, I wasn't afraid to cut it, cut the flowers. But anyway, so how is everyone doing? This is, entitled it "Goodbye May and Hello June." And how was your May? So let's do a little assessment. Let's go back and reassess the month of May and see what we liked, what we didn't like, what did you like about spring. And now that the temperatures are changing, it's getting warmer, let us see what do we need to change in our gardens to get ready for June and the warm temperatures. So let's just do a little assessment and enjoy the flowers and everything that's here in this beautiful, warm, beautiful. It's just so beautiful here in the garden. I also want to share with you um, this plant. My husband bought me this for Mother's Day. I got two of them. Beautiful. And it's called Pink Kisses Dianthus. Pink Kisses Dianthus. And it is really, really pretty. What I'm thinking of doing is planting this getting a really nice ceramic pot and just planting this one flower or plant in that pot. Just have a single planting. Because I was at Costco yesterday, and they actually had that. They had these, what are called dianthus pink kiss. They had the dianthus by itself in a pot. and it looked so pretty. It says full sun, 6+ hours of direct sunlight, and it says an early spring. I like the bouquet. Thank you. Early spring, late spring flower. So I'm thinking of at least putting it in its own little container, and then if it doesn't flower anymore, I don't know. I don't know if dianthus. I wonder if dianthus will rebloom. I think if I cut it back, it will rebloom again throughout the summer. If you cut it back again, it will gain new flowers or new buds, and that's what I'm hoping. But it's really pretty, and he gave me. Let me put the water down. He gave me two of them, and they are fragrant. This is such a fragrant flower. When you can buy it, you can really smell it. It's like carnation almost. It's a really nice smell. It's beautiful. And actually, I'm glad to have it because it is going to be a substitute for my roses. Because, usually in June, I'm looking for the roses to appear. But this year, my climbing roses, my Eden climbing rose, and my Cornelia rose died back hard, but they're coming back. I'm getting stems, I'm getting shoots. It's looks like I will have a few flowers, but not the same thing. Because usually on the banister here, I have roses for June, all through June, and not this time. And if you had purchased my journal, this is the rose. This is the rose that would have been behind us here. My Eden climbing rose. No Eden climbing rose this year. Oh. So that would have given me a beautiful smell, fragrance here on the deck. So that's one of the reasons why I'm going to use this. I'm going to use this to help give me some fragrance. Yes, I know. Yeah, I'm so, I'm trying to deal with it, which I am, because, you know what? I had planted a grapevine on the side of the deck, and I've been meaning to actually repot it. It's in this pot, and now because of the fact, hey, Miss Plantaholic, hi, happy gardeners, they are beautiful. Oh no, I lost a lot of my plants during the cold snap we had in Georgia. Yes, a lot of people lost a lot of their plants with that cold snap. Yeah, but what happened is that I have had a grapevine in the corner there that was kind of being shaded from the rose bush, and I wasn't giving it that much attention. Well, because the rose bush is not there, the climbing rose bush is not there, what has happened now is that the grapevine is spreading. And it has little shoots, like if it wants to create grapes. Isn't that amazing? So it looks like I'm going to have grapes on my grapevine. But the problem is that it's in this very small pot. The pot is not that huge. And I wish that I had taken it out of the pot and put it in the ground. But I'm afraid to take it out of the pot now because it's flourishing and it looks so beautiful. It's quite amazing. And so that's one of the good things about, excuse me, not having the having that. Hey Sonia, oh great for the great for the grape. Yes, great for the grapevine. Yeah. So we'll see. I will keep you informed if I have any grapes this year. So that is something. I mean, you have to kind of think about, well, you can't stay sad forever. At least I can't. And So one thing happens, another thing or something else will come and replace it. And that's just the way life is, right? Things just don't stay the same forever. That's why we have to say goodbye to some things, like goodbye, May. Hello, June. Goodbye, May. Hello, June. Beautiful replacement. Thank you, Yemi. Yes, I am so happy about this. And how are things going for you all? So, this is the question of the day. Hello, June. Yes, this is the question of the day. Um, so, let us do a garden assessment. All right, let's do a garden assessment. And this is it. Right now, in your gardening, are you experiencing frustration in the garden? That is the question. Are you experiencing any frustration in your garden? Are there things that are just not working in your garden? If so, put it in the chat. What is not working for you? What is frustrating you? Come on, just be honest. Put it out there. What is it that's giving you a headache? What is it frustrating? I just shared mine. No roses. No Eden Climber rose this year. At least like how I'm used to seeing it. I would look forward to June. Oh, I would just be looking forward to June and the June roses. Darlene Brown, how are you? Hello, how are you, Darlene? But I actually have some other roses that are blooming. You know what rose actually did well? Okra is taking too long. No roses. Oh, okra. Well, yummy for me. Um, I just seeded some okras, and they are actually doing very well. Um, the okra plant seedlings are coming up, and soon what I'm going to be able to do is plant them out. I am so excited about that. So that's working for me. But your okra is not working for you. Yemi, where are you located? Are you in the south? What is your zone? Everyone, if you want to put in your zone as well, so that we can get a feel for where people are located here. And if you want to just share with us, what state are you in? What I'm going to sit them higher. Hello, hey J Mama Gross, how are you? You're in zone 6. Okay, all right, Yami. G Mama's with us. How are you? Darlene, hey guys. Yes, Darlene Brown is with us. Yay, good to see you all. So nice to see you. Yeah, I think most of us are in zone 6. Hey, zone 7A. Deborah's in the house. Hey, Deborah. Yay. Yay, yay, yay. Yeah, Yemi, this year, well, last year I actually started trying to grow, or 2 years ago, zone 6A. Okay, to grow. Gardens on me, zone 6B. Yes, a couple of my hydrangeas haven't grown any bigger yet, but I transplanted them in containers. Now they're looking a little better. Zone 8, Miss Plantaholic. Gardens on me. Woo! All right, so so I would say we're zones 8, zone 7, and zone 6 right now that are in the chat. And so Texas, zone 8B. Okay, Sonia's in zone 8B. You moved from 9 to 8. Oh, good for you. So you're still very warm. Zone 8 is still very warm. So a lot of things that we are are uh, are just now growing. You probably have already grown or starting to grow there in zones 8 and 7. You probably can grow your tomatoes. Maybe you have your tomatoes, your peppers out. A lot of your summer veggies should be planted by now. And for me, yes, in zone 6A and B, I think we too can start to plant our tomatoes. My tomatoes are out in the ground. Your peppers, squash, I just planted a lot of squash from my seeds, and I put them in the ground. Seeds are coming up. It's so good. Oh my goodness, to see the squash seeds coming up. By the way, one of my pumpkins, you know that porcelain doll pumpkin? I'm going to put it on my channel, probably as in the community page. I was saving that pumpkin and I said to myself, well, I think it's time for me to cut the pumpkin open and eat it before it starts to rot. Well, when I went to look, that pumpkin, I guess must have been a couple of warm days there, the pumpkin started to rot, and the seeds in the pumpkin were actually developing. It's amazing. I've never seen anything like this. And they were even giving their first flowers, their first leaves in it, inside the pumpkin. Yes, I am going to put it in the community page or make a little video of it so you could see it. And so when I opened it, actually happened this morning, and I was so amazed that I remembered to videotape it, to record it on my phone. So I'm going to show you. And I planted some pumpkin and can't remember which container I put them in. It's not the first time. I know. One of the things, gee, Mama, as gardeners, and I find that most gardeners do this, even those famous ones do it too. They start to seed, they get into plant sowing and seeding, and what they do is they forget to label their plants. So then, when they're looking at it and they don't see anything happen, they've said, oh, I'm sure I would remember what I had put in that pot, what I had seeded. And next thing you know, you end up either digging it up again or waiting so long that you just get frustrated, and you just have to wait for the leaves to come up and hope that you can figure it out. Yep. Yes, that has happened to me. But this year I tried to be a little bit more. You're guilty of that too? So, oh, I remember what I did. I remember, and then oh my goodness, what did I do? Where did I plant it? What happened? It doesn't work. It doesn't work. You must label. Now, if I did not label these 4 o'clocks, I would have remembered that it's 4 o'clocks that I planted in here, because this leaf almost looks like one of those brassica leaves, right? And that's what happened to me in the garden, though. A lot of times I'll just throw out the seeds and do direct sowing, and then I'll see all of these seeds coming up, all these little seedlings coming up. And I know that it's something that I planted there. But I don't remember because I forgot to mark it. And then I have a choice. Well, am I going to dig up the seeds, dig it up, or am I going to wait? And now, thankfully, because the soil is warm, the soil is warm, things are coming up and sprouting much more quicker. And so it's not me digging it up and disturbing the seed before it becomes a seedling. Yeah, but anyway, yeah. So that's a frustration. Thank you for bringing that up. Yeah, experiencing frustration in the garden. Yeah, that's one of the things that we do. That's frustrating. When you forget that you planted or seeded out something in the garden, especially if you direct seeded, and next thing you know, you find yourself digging it up. That is frustrating, because then now you have to reseed it all over again, because you didn't remember what you planted there. So here's another question for you. What options will energize you in the garden? Okay, you're experiencing these frustrations, but what do you need to do? What are you looking forward to doing in June that's going to give you some energy for your garden? What are you looking forward to? What is next in your garden? Put it in the chat. What are you going to do next for June? And I pulled out my journal and started writing down some things that I want to do for the summer garden and rearranging. And you know, it's a good thing I did use the pictures of my garden with the roses to remind me of the roses, because this of course is the Eden climbing rose, and this is my knockout rose, and they suffered. I have no, in that front bed, none of the knockout roses are blooming. One of them looks like it's returning. The other two, I'm not seeing anything come up from the ground, from the roots. So I don't know. I think, but they still look green, and they look like they wanna to leaf out. Maybe I'm trying to be patient, but anyway, I've got sidetracked by my roses. Your roses are blooming finally. That's good. G Mama, Miss Plantaholic said, I planted some morning glory seeds in a container that I thought was not coming back. So here comes my red celosias. Oh no, that's good. I like red celosius. Yeah. And you know, I actually was thinking of buying some seeds to see if I can get them to grow. That is really good. Good for you, Plantaholic. And you know, Celosius is from seed. I think they look so pretty. I was really thinking about getting some seed and seeing if I plant it now, if it will come up. Yeah, that's really good. Or if I see it, I think like 2 or 3 years ago, 2 years ago, they had some, and it was in a nice pot, and I bought it not knowing what it was, and I put it in the garden. It was so pretty. I wanted to save the seeds. I think I should have been a little bit more diligent in saving the seeds, because it created so many seeds, and if I had got saved the seeds, I probably would have been able to, you know, just scatter it out there and direct sow it in the garden. But anyway, so for the summer, what options will energize you in the garden? Well, what is going to energize me for my garden this year is to rearrange my front garden. I wrote that down. Rearrange my garden. What areas do I want to change in the garden? I am going to rearrange that front garden area there where I have the iris, the lilacs, the alliums. That was my purple garden. Usually at this time, I have it, you know, I have my annuals down, my marigolds, and different other plants, zinnias and so forth, already set up, and used that area as a cut flower garden. But this year, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use it to plant my okra. Yes, Yami, okra, okra, okra. Because I really want to see the okra grow. And usually, because I plant so close together, I really plant things close together, I don't think that I've ever given the okra a chance to grow. So I'm going to clear it out, give it some really good compost and fertilizer, and put the okra that I am growing from seed there, and see them come up. Yes, I'm excited about okra this season too. You are? Yes. Yes. Let me see if I can. Let me show you my okra plant. Excuse me. Let me get it. I'll be right back. It's right over here. Oops. These are my little okra plants. Yes, I took this 6-pack that my husband had used packed with pansies, and I planted the okra seeds in it, and they are coming up nicely. Don't they look good? I had to baby these. Oh my goodness. And I'm so glad that it's showing its first leaves. And I'm hoping I just have to keep monitoring it, keep it watered, keep it out of the sun. And I've been babying this because I don't know if any of you experienced the burn. Wait a moment, let me put it right back where it was before. Yes. I've been giving. Now these are my zinnias. Look at that. So these zinnias, I'm going to put them in there too. These are my zinnia starts. And I actually started these in May, you know, in these little packs. So I want them to grow up, and I can be intentional. Yes, I want to be intentional. I got quite a few things going here too. Hey, oh, hi. I plan to stay on top of weeds, rebuilding raised vegetable beds, and relax as much as possible in my yard. I've been moving shrubs and perennials around and adding natural rock borders to my beds. Betty, you have been busy. Busy Betty. That's a lot of work. You've been changing things around. You've really been rearranging your garden, Betty. That's so good. Yes, that's inspirational, Betty. I need to get busy. I need to get busy on our front bed. But my front bed was looking so good with the purple. I love these purple sensation alliums. I don't like, though, the fact that the purple sensation, that the leaves got really brown, and I didn't have anything to cover them. Now, the places in which I was able to cover the leaves, I had other perennials growing up with it, looked really pretty, made the sensation alliums look really pretty. But now it just looks like the tulips are brown. The tulip leaves are dying back. The allium leaves, the alliums are now seeding like this, and that space is calling me for a redo. You know what I'm saying? Yes, all of my zinnia seeds are growing well. I have already planted some in my garden. Some have buds on them. Wow, Miss Plantaholic. Well, yes, you're in a warmer climate, so yes, you can get busy with it. I'm growing the Millennium alliums. Really? Wow, that's good. That's good, G Mama grows. And yes, and so um, these beautiful flowers came from that front. But now I think it's time to change things around and to rearrange that front side border. Yeah, so I want to arrange the front by cutting back the tulips and the alliums and amending the soil and planting the ochre starts and the zinnias and other cut flowers. So I was looking at some of the seeds. I think I'm going to get order some seeds from Florette Farms. She was saying that she has some seeds on sale for cut flower, and I think I might do that. What's that pretty pink fluffy flower? This one here, that's a peony. This is a peony bush, and this is one I planted them a long time ago. This is one style, and this is the other. Peonies are a shrub, but they don't last very long. They're like they come in for about a month or less, depending on the variety. And it's a shrub, so it is definitely a May flower. Something that blooms very well in May. Vintage Gardener isn't on with us, but you like the fluffiness? Yeah, it is beautiful, and it smells good. I don't know if you've ever had peony perfume, the perfume with peonies. Yeah, it has It has a nice fragrance. This is Sarah Bernhardt. I believe this is Sarah Bernhardt. I forget what the name of this one is here. But you know who's into peonies? Brooke. Brooke from Vintage Gardens, NG. Yes, she has peonies. And if you follow her Instagram, you will see her garden, her vintage garden, her potager that she calls it. She has a lot of peonies. And yeah, peonies is an old-fashioned plant, and especially here in the Northeast, it grows very well in our area. And it's a one-time plant, but you can know that it's good for May. Like it starts from May into June. Right now, this period right before the roses, because the roses start, at least for me, in the beginning of June. That's when my roses usually bud. So in the meantime, the purple allium and the peony, these flowers give color and beauty and something. They become the featured plants of the garden for May. So, but we're going to have to say goodbye to May because May is over. That's why I decided to cut them and share them with you. So, for the last day of May, May 31st, that we can enjoy this floral arrangement. This is my first floral arrangement for those of you who just come on, that you can see my floral arrangement. These are the purple sensation alliums, the peonies, the variegated euonymus here, and it's just a really nice bouquet. I like this arrangement. You like my arrangement? That's for you, G Mama. I'm giving a close up just for you. Thank you for mentioning it. Thank you. Thank you, Plantaholic. Yeah. Nice bouquet. Thank you. And yeah, so for those of you who were with me last year, and you remember how I kept making those bouquets for us? I just kept on arranging new floral bouquets. Well, now's the time to put in some seed throughout your garden of flowers that you would like to cut and create a little floral cut garden. And you don't have to just make it a cut garden per se, but put it in your borders. Like put you know a couple of seeds, some zinnias that you don't mind cutting, but because you've planted enough of the plants there, if you cut a couple of them, it won't matter. Plus, they're cut and come again plants. They will come back again. They'll actually bloom more. The other one that's a good cut and come again plant are cosmos. Cosmos are really good for that. And I have a whole lot of cosmos here too that I'm going to add over there in that bed. And marigolds. Marigolds are also really good for cutting. And marigolds are also very good for the garden, for the vegetable garden, to keep the bugs away. So plant your marigold seeds, your zinnia seeds, your cosmos. Really, I just plant some cosmos. Yes. Yep. Well, let me show you my cosmos. Yeah, I planted my cosmos. Yes, and get the cosmos from the Dollar Tree. Yeah, and I put them in this. And so I'm going to transplant them from here and put them in that garden as well. And I did, this year I found that, they didn't give me as many seeds as they usually do in my my $4 my 25-cent pack seeds. In the past, of course, everybody's cutting back, so that is to be expected. But So I don't have as many plants there. Because before in the past, they would give you a whole lot of seeds. Can they be pinched like mint, or should I wait for them to flower? Yeah, wait until they flower. Don't pinch them yet. Let them grow up. Actually wait for the flower. Just put them in the garden, because they will grow tall. They will grow about 2 feet, 3 feet, and taller. And then you can um, wait till it flowers and then start, cutting, because they're like cut and come again, and they will branch out as you cut the flowers. Yeah, but then you could also pinch them too when they get a good height. Yeah, because then they will branch out. The only problem when you do the pinching, it will take a while for the flowers to develop. So I would wait for the flowers first before I cut back. And then you can cut back as much as you want, you need to. And it will branch out. Plus, you'll have time. And if you start now, the time when you really enjoy the cosmos is like in August and early September. They tend to really come into their fullness, to me anyway. Um, but I enjoy the leaf structure. I want to thank you so much for letting us know about the seeds from the Dollar Tree and that they actually grow. Oh, you're welcome, Miss Plantaholic. Yes, they're good seeds and they're GMO. They're good seeds. Yes, they are good. So don't be afraid. My local Dollar Tree stores had very limited seeds. I noticed, however, that brand of seeds is now at Walmart um, for, I think, 59 cents. Yes, Chloe. Yes. They did have a minimal amount of seeds. The local, um, yeah, the Dollar Tree. But and Dollar Tree is so seasonable. Seasonal. You have to buy those seeds, the Dollar Tree seeds, in I would say late January, early February. Catch it then. That's when they put out their spring pots and things like that. And people are. Do you notice that all of a sudden everybody's gardening? Everybody's planting something. I tell you, I was looking for kale seeds. I couldn't find any kale seeds. I can't find any burp kale seeds. I went to Lowe's. No one has seeds. The seeds have been really people have been planting and growing. Everybody's starting a garden. And you know why? It's because of what is happening. And people are realizing none. Grow something, that everybody's growing something and learning how to grow their own food and realizing that they need to eat natural. People are becoming more vegetarian. And so, what we used to take for granted as a surplus is now, so, hey, Brampton, how are you? Yeah, it's so good that you caught us. I have plenty of kale seeds to share if you'd like. Okay. Yes, and you know what, G Mama, my kale from last year is about to go to seed too. They're about to go to seed, so I'm going to have a lot of kale seeds. Yes, and so I think what I'm going to do is allow my kale that I have to go to seed and then replant them back, and I'll have a winter crop of kale. I'll have a winter crop. Yes. Well, thank you so much for your generosity. Yes. Brampton Gardner is in the house. Rachel is busy planting. She's planting and planting some more. Yes. I tried them and they really worked. I just bought some diantha seeds today. I got to get into being a vegetable garden. Yes, you have to uh, plant a veggie garden, just a little patch. You don't need a lot of plants. But yes, it's time to plant food, and the food lasts. And also the produce right now, because of the weather and how things are changing, and you don't know what's happening, with inflation and all of that. produce is becoming more expensive. So if you can just get a couple of plants to grow and grow your own food, you will benefit from it. And I really did save a lot in my grocery bills last year. A lot of things that I didn't have to buy. I didn't have to buy tomatoes. As I told you, my pumpkins lasted for a long time. And as I was about to open that pumpkin and eat it, and said, "Oh, this is the last pumpkin, my porcelain pumpkin." But it had already gone to seed. I cringe at the thought of store-bought lettuce now. Yes! I don't know. That's true. That's true. I hate it. I actually bought some store-bought lettuce, G Mama. My goodness, it tasted horrible. I was like, oh, I wasted my money. I could have bought a pack of seeds of spinach or something else. And you know those microgreen seeds? I planted out my microgreen seeds, and now, Catherine, you have excellent pumpkin seeds to plant here forward. Yes, I do. And they are growing all over the place. I have patty pan seeds. I have butternut squash seeds. I have the porcelain doll seeds. I have cinnamon pumpkin. It's a bitter taste. Yes, it tastes. It doesn't have any taste. It tastes like, I don't know. It just has no flavor, the texture, there's no crunch. It's not the same. But my microgreen seeds. If you have a pack of the microgreen seeds from Sonia did this too. You're almost done planting, Rachel. That's good. Sonia did this, right, Sonia? Last time you planted your microgreen seeds, and I planted out my microgreen seeds, and I have a spring mix, and it is delicious. It has the bok choy, it has the mustard greens, and this morning, as my husband had watered the garden there, and I clipped some of the little spring greens, and I put them all together and I ate it. It was so fresh and tasty. I planted some pole beans in with my lettuce, hope it shades it. Oh, that's good. That's good. Yeah, those microgreens hit differently. Yes. And so I had planted some in a little container that I have there, and earlier on, and they actually flowered. It's so pretty. And so I love the little yellow flowers at the top because it had bolted on that hot day. It just bolted. But I have a really beautiful row. Wow, that's so awesome. Your grocery bill has been cut in half. Yes, plantaholic. Because I have the peppers, and then I like to freeze my food. I'm not a canner, but I'm a freezer. I mean, I store I store my vegetables in the freezer. So I stored tomatoes. I didn't have to buy tomatoes during the winter. I didn't have to buy peppers. Um, my zucchini, I had so much zucchini that I actually had to throw some of it away because it was just, I knew I was not going to eat any more zucchini. But I had stocked up the zucchini. What else did I have? Uh, a lot of other things. I planted some sunflower seeds this past weekend. Good, Beverly. That's good. Gardens for me. Yeah, that's good. That's good that you planted that. Me too, Rachel. I'm hoping to keep sunflowers going this season. Wow. Cool Weather Farmer. Hi, everyone. How are you? Cool Weather Farmer. Welcome to the chat. We're having fun here, just sharing what we're planting and what is giving us energy. And that really answers the question that I've been asking. What options will energize you in the garden? And this is definitely energizing me. The idea of planting seeds and putting things together. Yay. rearranging and putting and creating a brand new garden area and getting things in the ground. Wow. Don't you feel the energy? I feel the energy. I'm excited and I just can't hide it. Yes. I'm so excited and I just can't hide it. I'm ready to sow some seeds directly into my garden. Yeah, yeah, I'm so excited. And I just can't hide it. I'm ready to rearrange my garden and I wanna do it now. Yeah, I know. I'm feeling good. I feel the joy rising. I'm so excited. Am I telling you my age? Huh? You know that's an old song. Is that Donna Summers? I'm about to lose control and I just can't hide it. Oh yeah, I'm so excited. I just can't hide it. I'm sitting out on the deck, staring at my garden. Oh, that's good. That's good. It's making you feel good, energized. Want to figure out what you want to do next, right? Mm-hmm. So we say goodbye to May and hello to June. We got something to do. Yes, goodbye and hello, June. What are you ready to let go of? I'm listening to Taking Care of Business. I'm taking care of business. Oh, oh, what are you ready to let go of? Are you ready to release a new vision for Summer Garden? That's what you're doing, Rachel. You're releasing, you're looking at, Catherine, you are so chirpy. I know. You're ready to release new vision, right? New vision, new vision, release new vision for the Summer Garden. You're looking out there and you're saying, this is what I see. This is what I see. This is what I can create. Yes, this is what I'm going to do. That's so true. This morning I got up and I went to water stuff and I had some corn that was sitting out there. I'm so glad to be done with the overwhelming stress. If we're to plant everything, yeah, you don't want to plant everything at once. Um, Rachel, I've started collecting fairy houses and decorations from watching you. Hopefully, I can get something set up by summer. That's You're being an inspiration, Rachel, to G Mama Grows. Yeah, you got a vision. I saw what you were doing, and I did come watch one of your videos, Rachel, when you were looking at the pots and deciding what you're going to put into your different pots, and the fact that you wanted to use the bigger pots, and then your greenhouse was such a great success. Wow, the amount of things that you were able to grow, and everything is so big. It's amazing. You're able to put them. Dollar Tree has great stuff. Yes. You're able to put them out now into your garden, and that is really good. And everyone, Rachel is in zone 5. She's up there in Canada. So it's she even has more of a delay before she gets to plant her things because it's colder up there, up north in Canada. But I'm glad that you're feeling inspired, Rachel, and you are a good inspiration. She is one for seeds, definitely a seed, one who likes to start her stuff early in seeds with seeds. Um, that is definitely inspirational, and the use of your greenhouse too. I think the effort um, that you put forward to create your greenhouse, and you even put heat in it. Yes, and you had Dexter moving around in it too. I know that was trying. And then he's now trying to eat your plants. Oh. But you'll be all right. You'll be all right. Yep, she's why I picked up those 4 o'clocks. Oh, it was because of her? Oh, wow. Picked up the 4 o'clocks because of um, Vintage Gardener. Vintage Gardener. Brooke. Brooke had some beautiful 4 o'clocks all over her garden, and it had self sown from the year before, and it was so pretty, and she was there pulling them out, and I'm like, oh no, it's so beautiful, at least let the 4 o'clocks flower, and then when they go to seed, pull out the plants. No, she was ready to pull them out because they were going to shroud her chrysanthemums. But and she's so excited about her chrysanthemums. But she is my inspiration. Now, last time, Rachel, you inspired me to plant the alyssum. The alyssum last year. It was because of you that I planted the alyssum. But the alyssums didn't come back this year in my garden. And what is that? The Dollar Tree, they didn't sell alyssum seeds. I don't know why. I wasn't able to get any alyssum seeds from the Dollar Tree. But anyway, come on, the rest of you. Is Deborah there? Deborah, are you there? I didn't see you in the chat. Who else have I not seen up in the... Chloe, you haven't said anything. Time to plant the vegetable seedlings in or sow the rest of the vegetable seeds. Sorry, I was out tending the garden and missed part of the chat. I got lots of tomatoes. Okay. Well, look at that. Deborah is in zone 8B, I think she said. So she can already harvest tomatoes. I'm in zone 6, and I just planted out my tomatoes. I planted out the sweet 100s, the little small ones. I also planted Jet Star, and I planted Roma, and I just bought some big boys. And also, there's this other sunny something that I have. The little greenhouse is what is it, Rachel? The little greenhouse is a what? Yeah. And so, what are the rest of you? Now, thank you for the thumbs up. Oh, that's so good. You all are so good. Continue to give the thumbs up, and don't be afraid to come into the chat and say hello. Let us know that you're there. And Sonia, how are things going with you in your move? Are you able to plant anything? I'm hoping these champion bubble tomatoes taste as good as they sound. Champagne bubble. Champagne bubble tomatoes taste as good as they sound. I hope so too. Deborah says, no, they are fruiting on the vine. I started a second session of bush beans, and they are sprouting. Well, that's good, Deborah. Deborah, you become the real gardener. I remember when we first started, it was last year or the year before. You were wondering, I don't know how to garden. I don't know what to do. And look at you. You're a pro. You're a master gardener. Pro planting all kinds of stuff. It's so good. Yes, it's a game changer, Rachel. Yes. Having a greenhouse is a game changer, even for myself too. And it's just learning how to work it, because my problem is that either on the sunny days, those little hot days that we had, I should have taken them out of the greenhouse, and but they ended up staying in there and roasting, getting scorched. So I've been very vigilant in when I get up in the morning, come out and take them out of there, make sure that I water everything down well, and so forth. I'm gotten a few tomatoes off my micro dwarf tomatoes. Good for you. Sonia says, just starting to arrange my garden. I'll get there. Oh, Sonia. Yay. So you're starting from scratch, baby. How exciting. So a true rearrangement for you. Yes, you're rearranging and thinking. Yes, getting a feel for the garden, the location, the sun, the soil, and everything. Well, start with those pots. Get some containers. Yes, get some from scratch. Yeah, get some containers though, and fill some containers with dirt, with soil, with compost, and sow some seeds or plant something good. You know? Yes. Yes. Start with container gardening. And then and figure out what your garden is going to be looking like. Take a look at the ground, the soil, what's growing. Look around at the neighbors, see what they're growing. Get a feel for what the garden, what you're going to be able to grow in your garden. Um, and so this year is a learning year too, for you. That's good. I do have containers. Good, sweetheart. Oh, Sonia. Starting all over again. It might be rough, but you're gonna make it. Uh-huh. Starting all over again. It may be tough, so tough, but you're gonna make it. Isn't there a song like that? Yeah. All of my childhood songs are coming back. I used to, we used to travel on to school, and they would play the radio. So in the morning, so as we were going to school, because we would travel like a couple of hours, not a couple of hours. It would be like a half an hour there and a half an hour back, or about 40 minutes. Especially after they stopped and picked up everybody. So they would bring a radio. The bus driver would have a radio on the bus, and so I learned all those songs from the radio. On the radio, hey, on the radio. And so, you know, that's what's coming back. I don't know. It's amazing how your the culture affects us, and things that we listen to and so forth. Sometimes they just come back. Now, I enjoy the bus drivers who listen to music. You do? Yeah. Yeah, it was good. And then we'll all start singing together and everything. So that's why I'm just explaining to you why these songs are popping back in my head. It's because of that experience growing up, and listening to the songs. Now, the music today, I don't know what happened to the music today. The music today, it just does not interest me. And it's not as sweet as it used to be. Um, Maybe it's because I'm not part of this generation, so I don't really get into their music. But and then I'm into different music. I like gospel music, but even that sometimes I don't even want to listen to because it sounds so much with the secular. I like my own music. I like creating my own songs. Songs of the heart. Yeah, you're not a fan of new music either, Branta? Yeah. I like to create my own songs, songs of my heart. Yes, I enjoy bus. Okay, I was so worried, Rachel. Dang, friends. I did. Um, yeah. Yeah. Listen to what makes. But now we have such variety, in song and music and gardening and everything. The lyrics are so explicit. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, they're not as fun. We used to have fun lyrics. Um, okay, let me just see what else that I have here because the time is a flying. Wow, a little. I'm old now. He. No, you're not old. You just, you're better. You're wiser. You're smarter. Yeah. They still gotta learn. They gotta mature and grow up. Goodbye. I know it's time to go. So, to wrap this up, um, the next thing that I'm going to be looking at is place the tropical plants in different parts of the garden as they begin to lift out, okay, leaf out. So that's another thing. So go back and reference your journals, reference what you planned, be intentional about your gardening. Some things that you're going to have to let go of, some things that you're going to have to hold on to, some things that you're going to have to rearrange. And now is a good time. This is a good time to think about that as we transition from spring to summer. So we say goodbye to May and hello June. And think about what you had written in your journal. If you want to do an herbal garden, a cut flower garden, it's not too late to plant seeds. Be encouraged. Do, it's not too late to grow containers, which I'm going to do. I'm going to put these in containers and just make your space beautiful. Enjoy your summer. Enjoy the time. Yes, bye May. Hello June. Gotta get my warning arm back. My hand was camp, cramping up. Yes, but find new ways to enjoy your space. And know that it's okay to let go. What are you ready to let go? Let it go. Let it go. Why? Because now you have time to release a new vision for summer, a new vision for your life, a new vision. And that vision will energize you and give you options. It will even, you know, the joy that you experience in your garden, the options, the energy, it will also help you in your health. The energy will help you in other things that you have to deal with in life, because you're going to be starting off from a good place. Your garden is going to give you what you need to move forward. Just looking, they have studies that say when you look at green things, yeah, Miss Pate, enjoy yourselves, happy gardens. I will definitely think about this question. Yes, yes. When you think about green things, when you start to plant things, what it does is that it's good for your emotional health. It's good for your psyche. It's good for your creativity. Looking at green, that we actually get energy from green, from the garden. They say that people who are in environments where there aren't any plants or living things, that they tend to wither away. But when you have a garden, when you go out, that's why it says it's good for you to go out into nature, to be in the sun, to take a walk in the park, to be, you better lose 5 pounds this week. That it is good for you. You're just plain on more healthier. So enjoy your time. Time to plant the vegetable seedlings and sow the rest of your vegetable seeds. And to order seeds if you want, if you can, to arrange things. And um, finally, what do you need to change? Give your garden from a scale of 1 to 10. Is your garden performing well? Is your garden performing well? From 1 to 10. If it is, just keep on keeping on. If it isn't, well, what do you need to do next? What are you going to do to change it and make it perform and give you all that you need? You know, don't be afraid. If it's not working, start over again. Yes. So what did Deborah say? I'm cooking roasted veggies and adding some sweet potatoes I grew last year. Deborah, Theodore, Deborah, you are awesome. Everybody, do you remember when Deborah came on? She was just a new gardener. Now look at that. She's growing potatoes. She's harvesting potatoes and still eating from her harvest. Could you believe that? Deborah has come a long way, baby. Because I reduced the amount of plants this year. 9. What did you say? She said she reduced the amount of plants. Yes, you've come a long baby way, baby. Get where you are today. That one came in my mind, but anyway. All right, let me see. I remember. Nice work, Deborah. Yes, Deb. Nice work. Let's applaud her. Everybody's going. Just watch a robin bring his baby worm. So cute. Oh, that's so cute. Gee, Mama grows. Bye. Everybody's growing on this channel. Yes. And because of you, I have flowers in my garden. I doctored my rose bushes and they are coming back. Woo, Deborah. I did the opposite, Deborah. But you know what? I'm so glad that we can grow together in Catherine's garden and home. That's right. Grow together. Grow together. Grow together in Catherine's garden and home. In Catherine's garden and home. Yeah, yeah. G Mama grows. Beverly. Yeah, me. Rachel. Sonia. Grow together. Grow together. Yeah, me. Chloe. Grow together. Catherine's garden and home. Sonia. As you put your new garden together, just dream and envision and let it all come together. Grow together. Deborah. Grow together in Catherine's garden and home. In Catherine's garden and home. Beverly, Catherine's garden and home. Betty, Catherine's garden and home. Yeah, Catherine's garden and home. Yes. And there's so many of you that are going to watch the replay. And so I want to name some of you all. Thelma of Yankee Sister. Homestead, she has grown so much. Angela Busy Bee, I don't know if you, Homestead, I don't know if you know of her, but she was with me a long time ago and she's grown so much. I mean, you all have been growing, you've been thriving. Yes, as we grow together. Brooke, yes. Grow. Monica was here earlier. Grow. Monica. Grow. Darlene Brown. Grow together. Catherine's garden and home. Francesca. Catherine's garden and home. Yeah. Catherine's garden and home. Let's see. And so, thank you all so much for being with me. And yes, we say goodbye, Nay. Hello, June. Blessings, everyone. Have a good night. Yes. Oh, it's so beautiful here. I think I'm going to just putter around in the garden a little bit on this beautiful, warm last day in May here in my New England garden. Yes, Catherine's garden and home. Have a wonderful night. Thank you, Sonia, for helping me moderate. Thank you so much to all. And those who are new to the channel, make sure that if you haven't subscribed, that you hit the subscribe bell button, hit the notification bell for more videos. And be blessed. Yeah, just be blessed. Yes. Have good thoughts, sweet dreams, everyone. Thank you so much. And thank you for watching. And see you next time right here. Catherine's Yummy. Your seed is not here. Hello, your seed if you watch the replay. And Auntie Ellen, if you're watching the replay, blessings to you. Those of you who are just watching and listening and not on the chat, blessings to you too. Thank you so much. Make sure you hit the like button for more videos. All right, I'm going to leave you now. Have a good night, everyone. Love you. Bye. Thank you. Yes. Hello to June. Things are looking brighter. Things are looking brighter. Bye bye. Bye, everybody. Blessings. Bye. Bye, Sonia. Yammy. Sonia. Bye. Come on. Come in the chat and say bye. I was waiting for a reaction. Bye, Rachel. Bye, G Mama. Bye, Deborah. Bye. Plantaholic. How could I forget you? No. And L. Anderson. Also, yes. Plantaholic, thank you for coming and being with us. Yes. And also L. Anderson, who've been on. And there's a lot of other people, too, who watch the replay and watch the videos. Make sure you watch the videos, too. And leave a comment. Thank you so much. Bye for now. From Catherine's Garden and Home.